Jehoshaphat, king of Yehudah, did what was right in the eyes of Yahweh. Of the books called Dabrei Hayamim, the words of the days, and Chronicles, the second, chapter 21. And Jehoshaphat slept with his fathers, and was buried with his fathers in the city of David, and Jehoram his son reigned in his stead. And he had brothers, the sons of Jehoshaphat, Azariah, and Yehiel, and Zechariah, and Azariah, and Michael, and Shaphatiah. All these were the sons of Jehoshaphat, king of Israel, and their father gave them great gifts of silver and of gold and of precious things, with fortified cities in Yehudah. But the kingdom gave he to Jehoram, because he was the firstborn. Now when Jehoram was risen up over the kingdom of his father, and had strengthened himself, he slew all his brothers with the sword, and divers also of the princes of Israel. Jehoram was 32 years old when he began to reign, and he reigned 8 years in Jerusalem, and he walked in the way of the kings of Israel, as did the house of Ahab, for he had the daughter of Ahab for a woman, and he did that which was evil in the sight of Yahweh. Howbeit, Yahweh would not destroy the house of David because of the covenant that he had made with David, and as he promised to give a lamp to him and to his children always. In his days, Edom revolted from under the hand of Yehudah, and made a king over themselves. Then Jehoram passed over with his captains, and all his chariots with him, and he rose up by night, and smote Edom that compassed him about, and the captains of the chariots. So Edom revolted from under the hand of Yehudah to this day. Then did Libnah revolt at that time from under his hand, because he had forsaken Yahweh the God of his fathers. Moreover, he made high places in the mountains of Yehudah, and made the inhabitants of Jerusalem to play the harlot, and led Yehudah astray. And there came a writing to him from Eliyahu the prophet, saying, Thus saith Yahweh, the God of David thy father, because thou hast not walked in the ways of Jehoshaphat thy father, nor in the ways of Asa, king of Yehudah, but hast walked in the way of the kings of Israel, and hast made Yehudah and the inhabitants of Jerusalem to play the harlot, like as the house of Ahab did, and also hast slain thy brothers of thy father's house, who were better than thyself. Behold, Yahweh will smite with a great plague thy people, and thy children, and thy women, and all thy substance, and thou shalt have great sickness by disease of thy bowels, until thy bowels fall out by reason of the sickness day by day. And Yahweh stirred up against Jehoram the spirit of the Pelishtim, and of the Arabim that are beside the Cushim, and they came up against Yehudah, and broke into it, and carried away all the substance that was found in the king's house, and his sons also, and his women, and a son for him remained not, except Jehoahaz, the youngest of his sons. And after all this, Yahweh smote him in his bowels with an incurable disease. And it was in process of time, at the end of 2 years, that his bowels fell out by reason of his sickness, and he died of sore diseases, and his people made no burning for him, like the burning of his fathers. 32 years old was he when he began to reign, and he reigned in Jerusalem 8 years, and he departed without being desired. And they buried him in the city of David, but not in the sepulchres of the kings. And the inhabitants of Jerusalem made Ahaziah his youngest son king in his stead, for the band of men that came among the Arabim to the camp had slain all the eldest. So Ahaziah the son of Jehoram, king of Yehudah, reigned.